Hi guys, my name's Mr. Sneaks. Welcome to the classroom. Today we're going to be looking at upping our PvP game, improving how we fight other players in Escape from Tarkov. One of the beautiful things about PvP and Escape from Tarkov, and Tarkov in general, is you can basically play it how you want. There are multiple play styles. Some people love to shift W, sprint everything, take every fight. There are other players, like myself, who like to try and find a happy medium between a slow and a fast pace. There are other players that really like to take it slow and sit in bushes all the time. All of them are viable. One of the things that I feel is vital in improving your game in Tarkov, regardless of how you play, is awareness. The first thing I do in this raid is I work out where I've spawned. Now, I've spawned close to dorms on customs. There is a spawn behind me on the hill, and I go and check to see if any players are pushing across, because I don't want to get pushed from behind when I'm out in the open. I then move to dorms. I want to go and see if Scav Boss is there or other players. But I know that there are players with a closer spawn that have probably beaten me to it. I literally said to him, I was like, look. I literally said to him, like, if it wasn't a problem, I'd be partnered in, like, a month. Easy claps, you know? As I move into two-story dorms, I'm not taking a direct route. I am checking to my left and my right. I'm listening out for any audio cues. I also check to see if sniper scavs up. Easy kill, bit of XP. Also, he can give my position away. Trying to make sure that I'm getting as much information as I can before I move into this building. I then jump into the back of two-story, and as a quick tip, many buildings in Tarkov, you don't have to just walk in through the front door. There are many routes in and out of these buildings that are well worth learning. Kill a scav that walks through the front door. I then move upstairs to see if I can see any movement in three-story. But I can't. Don't you whop between me. There's a man in there. Give it a go, Curtis. Let me know how it goes. Hear a lot of shouting, some gunshots from over in three-story. Player fighting some scavs. Now, scavs are brilliant for A, giving away your position to other players, and B, finding out where other players are on the map. Use scavs. If you can leave scavs alive that don't aggro on you, perfect. Because if a player pushes up on you, they are going to have to deal with that scav before they deal with you. Try and get an angle on the player. Unfortunately, I can't get a decent shot off on him, so I decide to push that back downstairs, try and rotate round to three-story, and then get an angle on him from potentially outside, or maybe push in whilst he's fighting that scav and third party that fight. He might not be expecting me to push across that quickly. He might not even hear me, because the scav, if he hasn't dealt with him, will be shooting back at him, shouting his mouth off in angry Russian. So potentially I can win that fight. As I'm heading back downstairs, I hear movement outside. Could be a player, it could be a scav running across to the corner of 2-story. So I slow my walking down, I scroll back on my mouse wheel to slow down my movement. I crouch down so I'm a lower profile through that window because I'm in a pretty shit position, and I just peek the door to my left because I know that that player may well be coming in to loot the rooms on the left hand side of the building. Even better, I've got a right hand peek on this player, which means that more of my body is hidden than his as he potentially walks through that door. I also pop a painkiller because that means that if I do get into a fight and I get a leg blacked, I can reposition and get out of the way without my stamina being really low and being slowed down. I then go outside the window that I came in through, and check the other angle on the right hand side to see if he's flanked around the side of that building. I can catch him unawares and out in the open. Right, there's a bloke in dorm, and there might be a bloke behind me. Now, instead of just running straight across to my right over to 3-story, I decided to take a flank wide round the back of 2-story dorms, basically back to where I spawned, to see if I can see that player, if he's backed off, if he maybe saw me and wants to sit there and see if I make any moves, and just clear the area behind me before I do head over to 3-story. Monkers streamers. Good lord! Woo! That made me jump. Hello, mate. GG's. So some mistakes were made. I very nearly died. I could hear an awful lot of fighting going on in 3-story, so I knew that there were multiple players fighting in there with the nades going off. I could become really fixated on trying to work out what floor those players were on. And surprise shotgun man appears from the left hand side. I don't hear him because of the audio that's going on in the background, the explosions and the shots going off. I was very lucky to kill him. Mag repacking champion 2022.
Like you, motherfucker.
That was rude. Throw some nades into the first floor of the building, trying to get some audio cues. Nades are really useful for either killing players, pushing players out of position because they're trying to avoid those nades, or hearing any sound cues if you're throwing them into a building to see if any players are moving away from them. You can get a good idea of where they are. I then hear healing on the second floor on the left hand side of the building, so I push up. It turns out there was also a player on the right. I was in a very bad position to push that fight. That guy on the right hand side, as soon as I'd pushed through the door onto 2nd story, had an easy kill on me, so I back off to try and get some more information. try and creep up the stairs to get a little more information, maybe try and make some sound cues to potentially get that guy to move. I tried to flank back round to 2-story to get an angle on him, couldn't see him through the window, which was unfortunate. Push back round, try and get a few more sound cues. Push up to see if he can move. I can hear him coughing and spluttering, and he's very, very, very hurt. He then pushes out. I let him do the work for me. I back right off. He chases. He's got bored of waiting. He has become impatient. I managed to drop him with point fire. Now, point fire is basically, it's also known as hip fire, but point fire is basically firing at the player without ADS in. The tight ADS probably would have got me killed. Then the second man that I didn't realise was there also pushes out. So I back further off. I ADS a little bit. I potentially could have point fired there as well. So I am making some mistakes in this clip. I'm by no means perfect at this game. And I managed to drop him too. Far nade, far nade.
I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. He's low on ammo, he's reloading. Damn, I ran out of, I didn't have
He's dead.
Stamina.
One on my team dies. He says that the guy's reloading. So I immediately push that and exploit that. The player is reloading. That is the perfect time to shift W that player. He is not going to be able to get his gun up and fire at you. It's an easy kill. There are times to shift W and there are times to play it safe. But that was the time, as you can see, to push and kill that player.
One more.
Another one. Push him, push him, push him.
Tills. I'm dead. Tills, I'm dead.
He's dead. There's another guy at ID Tills. Didn't realise he was there. Now he's trying to use his flashlight to disorientate me and make it very, very difficult for me to actually get him aimed on target. What I do, I tag him a couple of times. I back off and I make sure that my body is covered by that pillar. I'm moving left to right to make that more difficult for him to hit me. Then what I do is something very, very cheeky, and you can only do since 12.12, because now there's an animation for you to pull your grenade out of your pocket, and then once you pull the pin out and throw the grenade, I bait him with that grenade so he hears me pull the pin and draw the grenade ready to throw, and that throws him out of position. I then select my main weapon again and I push him. Hope you found a PvP guide from a more casual player useful. I hope you learned something from it. I do stream 3 days a week on Twitch. My link is in the description below. Come hang out, leave us a comment, leave us a like, leave us a subscribe if you want to see more of this. Any suggestions on new content, stick it in the comments as well. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.